Hello student, today we will discuss the important objective type questions based on laser. Okay, so the first question is acronym of laser is, that is, in this question we have to tell what is the full form of laser. Okay, so the options are light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, B. Light amplification by spontaneous emission of radiation, C. Light absorption by stimulated emission of radiation, and option D, that is all of above. So it was the most familiar question because whenever we study laser then we start it with its full form, that is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Means we get laser light by the amplification process, which is because of the stimulated emission of radiation. So option A is correct. Question number 2, properties of lasers are, as we know that the properties of laser are monochromatic, laser divergence, unidirectional, highly energetic, then coherent, okay, having very high intensity. So these are the properties of laser, and therefore the option of this question is D, that is all of above. Question 3 is, the correct condition for population inversion is N1 is less than N2, N1 is greater than N2, N1 is equal to N2, or option B is correct only. Okay. So, to answer this question, first we have to understand what is the meaning of population inversion. Population inversion means the condition in which the number of atoms in excited state is greater than the number of atoms in ground state. Means N1 represents the number of atoms in ground state and N2 represents the number of excited state. So the correct condition for population inversion is A. N1 is less than N2, which means N2 is greater than N1, and this is the correct condition for population inversion. In excited state, there are more number of atoms as compared to the ground state when we provide energy to the ground state atoms. Question 4 is, the process of supplying energy to the ground state atoms to excite them in excited state is called as. The process of supplying energy is nothing but pumping. So, the process of supplying energy or giving energy to the ground state atom to excite them to excited state is called as pumping. So, option A is again correct. Question 5 is, the lifetime of excited state is dash than the metastable state. As we know that the lifetime of excited state is very less, therefore the atoms spontaneously jump to the metastable state and they accumulated in metastable state for longer time, so that population inversion condition is achieved. So here we can say that the lifetime of excited state is less than the metastable state. Therefore, the atoms get accumulated in metastable state and laser light is emitted by stimulated emission of radiation. So, option B is correct. Then question number 6 is, ruby laser is a type of, as we know that there are so many types of laser, ruby laser, helium neon gas laser, then semiconductor diode laser, ND-arc laser. So these are the different types of laser, and ruby laser is category which belongs to the type of solid state laser. So option C is correct. Question number 7. In ruby laser, light is obtained in which mode light is obtained in ruby laser? Ruby laser is a type of 3-level pumping scheme. In ruby laser, 3-level pumping scheme is used, and in 3-level pumping scheme, we know that light is obtained in the form of pulse mode, or we can say in the form of discontinuous mode. So, the answer of this question is both pulse mode and discontinuous mode. Means option D is correct, both B and C. Question number 8 is 4-level pumping scheme is more efficient than. As we know that there are different types of pumping scheme, 2-level, 3-level, 4-level. Okay, so from this 4-level pumping scheme is more efficient than 3-level pumping scheme. Okay, when we compare 3-level and 4-level pumping scheme, then we know that in 4-level pumping scheme less energy is required and the laser light is emitted in the form of continuous mode. So the correct answer of this question is B. 4-level pumping is more efficient than the 3-level pumping scheme. Question number 9 is the arrangement of two mirrors at the end side of the active medium for light amplification is called as. So these two mirrors plays very important role for laser light emission because they form an optical cavity, or we can say they form an optical resonator. The arrangement of two mirrors at the inside of the active mirrors. From these two mirror, one mirror is 100% reflecting and other mirror is semi transparent. Okay, and the arrangement of these two mirrors are called as the optical resonator. Again, it is also called as Fabry-Perot resonator, or it is also called as optical cavity. So we can call it as from these three options. So the correct answer is all of above. And the last question is question number 10, that is engineering applications of laser are. As we know that laser are used in various fields like in medical field, in defense, military, in entertainment, in communication or in industries also. So among all the applications of laser, we can say that the engineering applications of laser are drilling, cutting, welding or all of the above. So the engineering applications are all of these. So the correct answer of this question is option D, all of above, because drilling, cutting and welding belongs to the category of engineering applications. So these are the MCQs related with laser, and at the starting of this presentations I told you that you have to guess the answers of this question and you have to write down your score in the chat box. Okay, so write down your score and tell me how much you will get the marks out of 10. Okay, so thank you so much.